Well, can't get enough. Back at Union Valley Reservoir, just a beautiful place to fish. With Mike Cook and Gary Edmonster on Mike's boat, and so we're going to be talking back and forth on the radio, and that's what you're going to hear. And trying for kokanee to start with, and then we're going to go for trout and lake trout. Just a beautiful spot to do it. Lots of water still in the lake, so if you have a chance, come on up and enjoy. And as always, if you can hit the like and subscribe, that really helps me. We started out with the temperature probe down a little bit warmer, a couple degrees difference, and it changed the temperature in depth a couple feet as well, 2-3 feet. So that seems to be, that warming trend seems to be continuing. But early morning, kokanee were biting, and then later on we got into some trout. So this is how we did it. Stay tuned and we'll show you how. Well, as usual, Gary and Mike got on fish right away, and I was playing catch up. I'm just going to turn the motor off and save some gas. You can tell me when you've got my limit.
That's funny right there. Hey Gus, you see where I'm at right now? This is where you want to be. We're going to start running back and forth in this area here. There's a nice little home base right here.
Very good. Yeah, I'm running pink. I'm running one of those big rotary dodgers that Gary was so proud of. See if I can get that to catch fish. Well, with my keen powers of observation, I finally figured out that I had a fish on. Little guy. Skunk's off the boat. Gary's little rotary dodger.
Congratulations.
End of August, and these kokanee are nice football shaped and not turning yet. Good quality meat. Just a great fishery late season.
From the dodger that I normally do, seems to be working.
Okay, I think I'm about 12 inches.
Yeah, I'm probably 18.
use as much help as possible, so I really appreciate Gary and Mike give me some pointers here.
And I've got an extra Drapex if you gold one if you want to use it.
Oh, now you offer it. Now the fish are starting to bite.
Well, this would be the time that I wouldn't want to offer it because I'm catching fish.
Well, yeah, thank you. If we can get close together, we'll do that.
Cool. Well, these are some nice kokanee, man. I tell you, for late season, and they're still chromy and nice size, and they're fat.
Yeah, finally. I mean, you beat it up long enough and you finally get into them. This is sweet.
Yeah, they're hitting a lot more aggressive. They're getting both hooks in their mouth, which is nice. Definitely a different bite than last time.
Well, as the sun came up and penetrated the water and the water got still, the bite slowed down, but we still managed to pick up a few here and there.
You can see the water flattened out quite a bit, so I think the flasher has a lot to do with it right now. Well, last time I was up here, when it went flat like this, I had almost a mirror-styled reflector 4.5-inch flasher I put on, and it seemed to work really well.
Just picked another one up out here, 63 feet, 1.5, and that same setup I had earlier.
So you're way out west of us, right?
Yeah, about halfway to the dam, maybe a third of the way to the dam.
Gary says it's 62 degrees at 60 feet. Gary was just saying that they might be coming up to feed in the plankton and then going back down. Might be staying between 80 and 60. Yeah, Gus, that chrome is probably your better bet at 75 feet. If you got any kind of nice performance dodger of some type, chrome is your best bet.
Have you got one on chrome?
Yeah, just now.
Well, then I'm a believer. So, what depth are you picking them up at? Are they going deeper?
Yeah, they seem to be going deeper. That one was at 75 feet, so they're probably going a little deeper, 75, 80 feet. Yeah, they're still on that pink hoochie with the little pink flasher on the front, so you'd still be okay with the pink, bright pink hoochie.
What size on the Dodger?
Actually, that was one of my bigger 5 inchers, big 5-inch chrome. Yeah.
Here comes that breeze. That'll help that bite. No sooner said than done. Breeze came up, fish came on. This guy's staying down. Well, a good thing. As soon as that chop hit the water, had a fish on, but lake trout.
White trick worm.
Oh, what? Finally.
Didn't take 3 minutes. Nice.
And I got a pink one on it.
Yeah, I
should have picked a white
was
one.
trying to pick. What is it? Lake trout?
That's a nice trout.
Oh, nice. Very nice. White trick worm. Very good. What depth? And what, 100 foot back?
Sixty.
60 and 100. There's a lot of fish in here. Well, we were seeing a lot of fish on the finder, so I put down the Go Fish camera that I've got to see if we could get a peek at who was down there, if they were interested in anything. Put on a dodger and a little kokanee bait and ran it down. Didn't see a whole lot. Might have been the presentation wasn't good, but did see on the whole adventure, saw a shadow of what I'm thinking was a fish, maybe a kokanee. Your guess is as good as mine, but nothing really was interested in what I was offering. Took it down to 100 feet and then brought it back up. I just kind of wanted to see what the light conditions were down there and what we're seeing for what the kokanee might be feeding on as light penetration picks up in the water column. You can see there's a lot more biological life moving around. It gets pretty thick, so they've got quite a bit of food. That's why they're so fat. And I think that's why they were coming up into the shallower waters when they were feeding. Just more up there for them to be nourished by. And you can see the light starts to pick up, and then the temperature does too. So there's kind of a sweet spot in there that they can tolerate and provides them with plenty of feed. And you can see that the light penetration gets down to almost 80 feet. So it would make sense that as the sun comes up and hits the water, the light penetration gets down where the temperatures are more amenable as well for the kokanee. And so they want to follow that light down as it penetrates, and they've got food and they've got more comfort. But they'll come up in the morning and be in the much light as they can get first thing and feed. And so your presentation almost got to follow the fish down as they follow the light down and to their food source. You can see it's not as full of nutrients up in here at the top. And you can just imagine with that dark cold water down at around 80-90 feet, the lake trout are down there looking up, waiting for an opportunity of a silhouette coming with the light, exposing a target and an easy meal. Well, I'm not too sure if it was an easy meal, but it was certainly some very delicious fish there. The kokanee out of Union Valley are just wonderful. Nice fat, nice pink meat to them. They haven't started to turn yet into the spawn phase where the meat gets a little softer. You can see them starting to get little beaks on them there, but they certainly are fatties. Trout were nice. Gary and Mike did a great job picking up some fish too, and so we definitely made it a great adventure and worth going out there. Hope you liked this video. Hope that helped you out in finding these fish, and if you could help out by like and subscribe, that'd be wonderful. Thanks. And as always, tight lines.